Hello, and welcome to another Monday morning musing with me and the Legion. Still sponsored by Belfer, as you can tell. So nothing's happened down here. Anything up with you, Legion?
Hi, yeah, I'm good, thank you.
And
And what have I been up to? Well, I put a video up last Friday, and basically nothing's moved on since then. But I will be pushing on to. I'm not going to mention that name, but I will be pushing on somewhere this week with more intensity. The heat's still there, sort of. I mean, I've got no fan on at the moment. I'm starting to sweat, so it just shows you that it does dry the paints out. But no, I've been all right.
yeah, there'll be a link up to Legion's video there or there or there. Anyway, how do they get on in not countries, do you reckon?
Well, they're just designed, aren't they, to operate better? Like the houses are all painted white, and a lot of people sleep outside outside the house, where our house is designed to keep the heat in. It's
Hmm.
just madness in this country with hot weather.
It is
But
indeed. Maybe they have extra wet water.
I don't know if it's the type of heat. Everyone moans about the UK heat's different to heat that's in Greece. The humidity.
Bullshit! Anyway,
Lately you've had a development with your hand gestures on your face. Is that all right?
anyway, so me, what carried on from last week, and I said that we were going to get the encyclopedia for the RuneQuest. Well, it wasn't. It was the Glorython. See, I've done it again, haven't I? Can't say it. Zorantha source book. There it is, and whoa, it's pretty good. If you buy it from the Chaosism website, the or Chaosium, however you say it, you get PDFs. I've been reading this sneakily at work on my laptop, but it's physically arrived now, so that was good. And as we're going on holiday, well, actually, as you watch this, I am actually on holiday. We've got this, the starter set, which is really good value in my opinion. And what I'll do is quickly we'll go down and have a bit of an unboxing. Right, here it is, the RuneQuest starter set. It's just a quick intro into the game. It's all cut down stuff. This is the box. It looks lovely. It's quite a nice rigid box. Anyway, we're not doing a proper unboxing. We're only doing this. I'm going to turn it sideways now because I can't fit it in on my limited space. So this will look better. I get the cameras and walk back to front. So obviously in the box you're getting a little sales sheet of things that you can also buy, which I've got most of. So you get a pack of dice, marvellous. You've got the cut down version of the rules. Oops, cut down version of the rules, which is lovely, and it's quite well presented. You know what I mean? It's not cheap. Oh, it doesn't look cheap anyway. But yeah, everything that you need in the rules. Then you've got a quick introduction to the world. Sorry, I'm a bit shiny there. Quick introduction to the world. So this just gives you an outline of the main points, like the religions, the peoples, the you know, cultural aspects and that sort of stuff, where places are, some fluff basically for people to read. Whoa. So yeah, it's all nice. Okay, that's that. And then obviously you've got a solo quest. This is a bit like oh man, what were they called? You know, where you I can't remember, but there used to be booklets, but it's basically a solo quest for you to get to know the rules. So you go through the different points, make decisions, and go to other places. That's quite good. And you get this adventure book. There are 3 adventures in this. There's the rough landing one to start with, which is the quick one. It just sort of goes through. Let's quickly show you there if you can see it. So you've got the rough landing, Fire in the Darkness, and the Rainbow Mounds. So those are the 3 sort of adventures in there. So we'll be doing those next week, hopefully. So that's that, and I'm not going to open this because spoiler alert. And you get, I think it's 14 characters, so you get like a big waddock of player character sheets and 2 blanks as well. So you've got all the information that you need, and bits and pieces. It's the same for all of them. It's quite nice. I mean, it's quite a nice thing. And then you get a couple of blank ones, so you can. Sorry, you get a couple of blank ones, so you can have a make of some yourself, and then you get some. My favourite thing in role playing is maps. I love maps. So you get some maps of the world, which I'm not opening because they're quite big. The A2 maps. So lovely. Campaign cartographer. And I don't know whether these are GM maps or not. I think they're not. So maps of the mounds and a quick reference sheet. Bear in mind, I've got the Games Master stuff as well, so I probably wouldn't need this, but I'll. So you get runes, quick reference cheat sheet, and that's it really. I don't think that's a bad deal for just under 30 quid. That's something that's going to keep us going, and we'll be probably mentioning a bit more about the cost of wargaming later in the video. Anyway, let's go back and look at the ugly one. And we're back in the room. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it looked pretty good. And that's all with the preset characters and everything. Yeah.
Anyway, before you were talking about a video you'd watched. Would you like to expand?
Yeah, it was a video about in this current financial climate, is wargaming becoming too expensive? And yeah, it can be, or it doesn't have to be. But if you take an example for GW, you can buy a paint set with 3 figures, paints and a brush for around £15, or you can push it even further and buy the minimum starter set of recruitment 40k starter set for about 25, 26 quid, and you get a ton of stuff in that. So, which is, I think, quite cost effective.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that if you are, well, it's people, isn't it? Depending on how rigid or how I don't know, frugal you want to be. If it was me, I mean, for example, over the last 2 weeks, I've spent an absolute fortune on RuneQuest that I didn't need to spend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I could have just bought the basic rule set or just even the starter set, and that would have kept me entertained for a very long time. But no, I've gone and bought out loads of stuff that I probably didn't need to buy. However, it doesn't have to be that expensive. It can be as expensive or as cheap as you want to be. And besides that, I think that the having a hobby is good in the current situation because it takes your mind off things. You can escape to your hobby, and it should relieve you of the stress of worrying about stuff. And if you, like you say, for a £25 investment, you can get the starter set from Games Workshop, paints and a brush or whatever, and that can keep you occupied for quite a while. Whereas, what else can £25 buy you? It can buy you a couple of McDonald's,
a little bit of petrol.
Let's not talk about petrol. That's a sore point, petrol. But no, but I'm saying, like, if for example you you had another hobby like golf or fishing, that can be quite expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even after the initial outlay, you've got to pay course fees or whatever and stuff like that, haven't you? And then you've got the social aspect of it all that costs you money as well, because obviously when you go to play golf, you'll be, you have to have a beer or a coffee or whatever, and maybe a meal and all those extra expenses that you don't think of. I get it all the time about, oh, you're spending money on this. Well, yeah, I am actually, but at the end of the day, my £1 investment is going to give me more hours return than your £1 investment in having a £1 worth of wine, which will probably last you about 10 minutes.
But there is a downside to our hobby.
What's
with this expensive malarkey. You're a painter, you're a gamer, you're a collector. And unfortunately, I'm a painter, a little bit of a gamer, but I would say that you're in the same group as me. We're collectors as well. which is a bad thing because once we see a new shiny thing or a new set of books, we like to have it. I like to have it in one hit, but that's a bit of a minus to. Well, it's a bit of not a pro, is it? It's a negative aspect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do resent you saying that I'm a bit of a collector. the Balfour Wall of Shame.
I just want to see what's inside them.
Well, you've seen what's inside them. Tons of stuff that I don't need.
Yeah.
But no, I think I can understand people having a whinge about it, about spending money on the hobby during this particular economic situation. However, on the other side, from a mental health point of view, I think the fact that you've got something that you can escape into is a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you can't do anything, all you've got is your head sitting there worrying all the time. I like to come down here and I do my painting, I do my work on Blender or whatever, and it takes me out of what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? So I've got quite a, I wouldn't say stressful, but it's quite an intense job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there's the stress of paying for everything. Just being able to get everybody fed, get everybody to work, all that sort of stuff, paying all the bills. You need some time where you can just come out of the world and just go off and do something. And I think that if you know, if you can sort of spend 20-30 quid a month on buying a few bits and pieces that's going to occupy you for the whole month, that's a lot better than sitting there like spending 20 quid on a bottle of whiskey and drowning your sorrows, or just going out and eating unhealthy food like McDonald's or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is going to cost you the same amount of money. It's going to take less time. It's going to take up less of your time, and it's not going to have. You're not creating anything. You're not giving yourself any pleasure. It longer than the time it takes to do whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, it does totally.
Anyway, that was a bit of an intense one, wasn't it?
It was.
It was. It's a bit unusual for us, to be serious.
I can sweat.
I'm glad I'm not here to smell
that. No.
Anyway, as I said, I'm on holiday at the moment, so there may not be a musing next Monday. Although I do think Legion's got a plan. God help us. But that'll be it from us, I think, today. I hope you have a good rest of the week, and I'll see you in the next one. Say bye-bye, Legion.
See you later. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, see you later, and thanks very much for watching. Catch you in the next one, which may be in a fortnight. Bye. It's a wrap.
Thank God for that. Karen will be alive tonight. Oh. Yeah, but then you'll have to look back and say, oh, I didn't press record again.